नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में फिर से आपका स्वागत है। मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन। आज फिर हॉट टेक्स के समय आ गया। हॉट टेक्स करेंगे मेरे भाई के साथ। आज बहुत महत्वपूर्ण दिन है, 30 नवंबर है और मार्केट ने फिर से अपना ऑल टाइम हाई का मुकाम क्रॉस कर चुकी है। 20,281 तक पहुंच गई है। आज टाटा टेली में बड़ा सेलिंग हो रहा है, जो कल 1400 के ऊपर तक गया था। आज इसमें 6.5% की सेलिंग प्रेशर है। इसी तरह दूसरे जो IPOs आए, जिसमें बम्पर लिस्टिंग हुआ, उसमें भी सेलिंग प्रेशर आ चुकी है। फिर भी 120% के ऊपर है टाटा टेली का लिस्टिंग प्रीमियम। आज भी जो लोग उनको जल्दी प्रॉफिट बुक करना था, उन्होंने बेच दिया। लेकिन अगर आप इस स्टॉक को कुछ दिन के लिए रखेंगे, कुछ सालों के लिए रखेंगे, 10 साल के लिए रखेंगे, तो संभावना है इस टाटा टेक्नोलॉजीज को टाटा एलेक्सी से मर्ज किया जाएगा और दूसरा बेहमत जैसे TCS जैसा बेहमत टाटा ग्रुप से आएगा। तो जैसे ही स्वर्गीय चार्ली मंगर ने हमको एडवाइस दिया, अगर आप वेट करेंगे तो पैसा कमाएंगे, आप अगर जल्दबाज करेंगे तो पैसा कमाना नामुमकिन है। तो आज हम यही सलाह देंगे, जिसका भाग्य अच्छा था उनको टाटा टेक्नोलॉजीज मिला, वो बेचे नहीं, उसको रखें और 10 साल के बाद ही उसका दाम देखें। आज मेरे साथ मेरा भाई विनोद श्रीनिवासन है। हम हॉट टेक्स करेंगे और कुछ अन्य सवाल का जवाब भी करेंगे, कुछ चार्ली मंगर के बारे में भी बात करेंगे। लेकिन अभी मिनट से आज हॉट टेक्स देखेंगे। विनोद, ओवर टू यू।
Shriram Group founder Thagarajan is saying they need to shift to insurance.
So Shriram is a very funny company. It started as a chit fund business and then grew into a financier of commercial vehicles, second-hand commercial vehicles. It has 3 companies: Shriram Capital, Shriram Transport Finance, and then Shriram City Union Bank. All 3 of them merged together to form India's second largest non-banking finance companies. This company has no promoters. Tyagarajan has given all his stake and all the promoters' stake into the Shriram Employee Trust, and the trust acts as a promoter, where a lot of people are the managers of the trust. He himself has designated himself as a permanent invitee to this trust meeting. He is 86, and now what he is saying is, we have had a dream run in non-banking finance companies. We have basically financed in areas where banks were dreading to come. And therefore we were able to grow profitably, like used truck market and small consumer finance. Now RBI has tightened the capital weights and made them equal to banks. Thus these guys cannot raise money as massively or as cheaply as a bank. Therefore he says the future of Shriram Group is not in money lending, that is lending to commercial vehicles and consumer loans. He feels banks will enter that area. Every time the banks entered an area which these non-banking finance companies were doing, they were forced to get out, like two-wheeler finance, like used car market. So he feels they'll be pushed out of the commercial vehicle market and the used commercial vehicle market. So he says they should see the writing on the wall, and what they should do is they should move out of that and they should concentrate on insurance. He says insurance is underpenetrated because the private companies are only interested in insuring the rich because it's a easy sale and lot of money can be quickly collected. And general insurance and insurance for the middle class and the poor, life insurance, has not made big breakthrough. And that is where, according to him, the company he founded should concentrate. The current management has a slightly different view. They say, yes, we have to grow the insurance business, but we should also grow the lending business, and both of them will go each way. Both of them will grow side by side. This is what the other two are. These are the things that the two are now arguing about. And I think Tyagarajan is right. And over a period of time, it is very clear that all these NBFCs either have to become a universal bank or move into other things.
Manappuram Finance Sparkles has focus shifts to non-gold loans.
There is rumors, and it is also they have said this, that their listed subsidiary Ashirvad their microfinance subsidiary Ashirvad is going to be listed. which means it will have access to cheaper capital. And with that, there's that microfinance business will be weaponized and it will continue to grow in a very aggressive and focused manner. And they say that if gold loan, even though they will continue to grow, microfinance will grow faster in their company and it will go to 50% of the total loan. If this happens, the company has to be re-rated. This re-rating is underway at this point of time. Even today, it is extremely cheap. And it is less than 2 times book and about 7.5 times P by E. So it is a very attractive company. Even at current levels, it is very, very, at current levels, it's very attractive and one should consider that.
This seems to be hitting the news quite a lot, Anand. Fewer hiring, stagnant pay as IIT braces for grim season.
There have been reports that except the big four, a lot of IITs have not been able to put all their students on job. And even the amount of salaries that they are getting is far less than what they would have normally got. This is because IT has dried up and IT is very slow. And IT hirings are very slow. And therefore, there are not enough jobs for even the cream de la cream. IIT is the top 25-30,000 students of India. And if they are not being employed, then there is no hope for thousands of engineering colleges which are churning out millions of students every year, and they will also find it very difficult to get employed.
PVR seems to be pivoting into luxury movie cinema format. IMAX, 4DX and director's cut, drive-in. I mean, is there any scope for...
Plus, exhibition is a dying business. The sooner we recognize it is better. In fact, in Madras, Satyam Cinemas sold it to them in a very cheap, in a very costly valuation. Immediately there was a pandemic for 2 years. And during the pandemic, OTTs have taken over. So I don't see any future for the exhibitors, that is cinema, because it's too expensive to go to a cinema hall and see it. In OTT, I'm seeing the original version very cheap. So it's not a pirated version either. So I don't see any future for PVR or Inox or any company. Inox and Prime PVR have merged. I don't see any great future for these companies.
Microsoft joins OpenAI board as Altman officially is back as CEO. So what do you think of this whole thing was, Anand?
नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। जनवरी के महीने में मैं त्रिवेंद्रम आ रहा हूँ। त्रिवेंद्रम में आपसे मिलूंगा। जो भी मुझे त्रिवेंद्रम में मिलना चाहता है, नीचे दिए हुए जीमेल में trivandrummp@gmail.com में मेल भेजें और या नीचे दिए गए व्हाट्सएप नंबर में हमें संपर्क करें। धन्यवाद।